Today we're reacting to old women are preying on young NBA stars and it needs to be stopped. The part of the title where it says it needs to be stopped is the funny part to me, because it's like, these are grown men. You know what I'm saying? I know some of them are very young, 21, 22, but nigga, I knew what I was doing at 15. You see what I'm saying? I think what makes it worse is their minds get clouded by all the money and the fame and the multiple women, but we still gotta remind ourselves that these are adults knowing damn well that they're messing with 37, 47, 57-year-old women. They just be bad though. And after this video, make sure you pull up to my collab channel with my dog. Over here, we got a whole different type of content, some real eerie, creepy kind of videos. So pull up over there if you like that. Let's get to the video.
If you've been anywhere over the past few months, this news is almost inescapable. Budding young star Anthony Edwards in the NBA has brought a new child into this world, bringing his total count up to 4. Yes, 4 for a 23-year-old.
Damn. I didn't know that nigga had 4 deep. See that, and another testament to these niggas know what the fuck they're doing. My bad. These niggas know what they doing. Like, I had 1, damn, it got me. Okay. Oh, I had 2. Okay, yeah, I'm locked in. Nigga, I know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. 3, it's like, okay, nigga, yeah, you know what the fuck going on.
But this time, what's crazy about it is that this last baby was made with a woman named Aisha Howard, who is 38. Now, besides the fact that Anthony Edwards clearly has some sort of type of freaky fetish, I don't know what it is with these NBA players, but these text messages came out from Aisha Howard and some just...
Nah, just keep me updated. I got a question. You got any kids on the way or any other kids? Yes. The kid born already or on the way? On the way. With your girl? Yes, ma'am. Boy, a girl. Girl. When she due? She 3 months. Congrats. That nigga is very like, yeah, yes, girl. This was in November when I knew he had a little girl before our son, literally a month before. But see how I always kept it P, literally said congrats on the one on the way. So that's 3 kids now.
Disgusting things were revealed.
And it's crazy. And this is crazy too, because like they know, these hoes know what they getting into too. It's a what do they call it? A swinging door. It's just a revolving thing, man. You feel me? It's just a cycle with these niggas. I'm pregnant. Wanted to tell you in person, but you gave me no other choice. We probably should have kept it cordial, but we're here now. Okay, LOL. Get the abortion, LOL. I don't need hush money. My intentions aren't to blackmail you in any way. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm not getting an abortion. It's not an option. I can keep you updated through the process, or I can disappear until the baby's here. It's on you. Yo, these hoes just really about that cheese, bro. But these niggas gotta know that. Either way, I'm done going back and forth because you still think it's a joke. OMG, laughing faces, bye. Not bye, see you later. Oh, shit. Anthony, do you hate me? This is the same girl. Why do girls do that? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Because you're bringing a child in the world that's going to be without a father. Ugh. That's not a good one to say, brother. I'm not asking you to be with me in any shape, form, or fashion. And if you choose to be a complete ghost to your seed, that's totally up to you. That's something you'll have to take up with a higher power. Hard to believe when you father a kid outside of your own. Wow, damn. But I come in peace, dispute what you may think. I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you without overwhelming you, but we are clear on how you feel. I won't be in a child life I don't want, LOL. You are sick.
Are really talking about. These are a weird collection of women who find it fascinating to get with these young men and have a bunch of babies by them. They don't care about the outcomes. They don't care about the situation in which they're bringing in children into. They just care about the fact that they got the seed of somebody who can plant a lot of trees because he got a lot of money.
They say I'm one of God's strongest soldiers. Put me on the front line. Big girl said I would unbaby daddy him. If I got to unbaby daddy him, I got to unbaby daddy the first one. Damn. I say this, y'all just finding out, or y'all just like all this stuff that further comments up, you were saying that I was hurting on the inside or whatever the case. And I'm just, you gotta pick a side. You definitely look early 30s. Listen, y'all be trying to make them feel bad about basketball wives. I thought, oh, I'm not a wife. I gotta make sure my man don't pull up before y'all. He see me on live because he gonna be like, why you on live telling them people your business? But I don't mind sharing certain things with y'all.
Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, Aisha Howard sounds absolutely crazy. But no, that isn't Aisha Howard. That's Anthony Edwards' 30-year-old girlfriend, Shannon Jackson, who is perfectly fine with him having other baby mamas. And not like past baby mamas. I'm talking about baby mamas currently in the situation, in the relationship. While
in a relationship, like if you get a baby mama, like that's straight with me. That's crazy.
And another layer to add to Aisha Howard's story, the current baby mama who had the text messages released after they went to court about, taking custody and child support payments and blah, 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 is that she is also the baby mama of Lil
Wow.
Baby. Now, we can sit here and dog on Anthony Edwards all day long. He needs to wrap it up. He needs to pull up his pants. He needs to proceed.
Wow.
He's 23 years old, 4 children. I think all of these kids are with different people, and he's still got a long time left to go. It would just be a dog pile, though, at this point. And a lot of people aren't squaring, their eyes on these women who prey on these young men. Why are you 13 years the senior of Anthony Edwards looking to bring a child into this world with him with no regards for, I don't know, the father being in the life, the relationship that is had, some sort of stability outside of the first and 15th paycheck that you're gonna get? It does take 2 to tango, we can admit that, but this is somebody who is 21 or 22 years old. And I hate to sound like a cliche broken record, but the roles were reversed. Fuck it, we can take these roles as to how they are. These are young, impressionable men who have a lot of cash and a lot of access. Aisha Howard had 2 different instances in 2018 and 2020 with Lil Baby over paternity where things got public, things got nasty, and ultimately they ended up in court over this millionaire's kids. I don't think she cares. Like, I'm pretty comfortable with saying she does not give a damn about that because
I've said this before, bro. I don't get why, and maybe y'all can break it down and explain it to me. I don't get why, as a somebody of status, known, and has money, right? Where I feel like I gotta hit the same childbearing 30-year-old, 40-year-old, thick women as this rapper, this athlete. Why as an athlete I come in and be like, damn, I fuck with that. I feel like if I was this bachelor athlete and I'd say I wasn't ready to be like in a real committed relationship and I wasn't trying to get married, I would have me a roster of like 5 women that I just thought were so attractive. I lay it all on the table. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. This is how I'm coming. This is how I'm living. If you like this or not, you gonna like it or not. And if you can get with it, you get with it. You can't, you get gone. And that's what it is. But I'm not going to choosing these like I'm going like I might see some shit on the street I like. I might see some low key shit. I might see some shit that's somewhere a little bit popping, but we keep it on the low. But they go in the same. Like, what are we doing?
At the end of the day, isn't about life, as her ChatGPT response to Anthony Edwards and the naysayers on Instagram said. Life is about a paycheck to her. And we can call this what it is. This is pred behavior. This is grooming at its finest. I think there's an epidemic of these pred women who sit there and see these men come up and have some sort of class or newfound income to them. And they say, hey, I can take advantage of them because they are 21, 22. They are the ones that are naive enough to lay down with me and not wear some sort of protection. These people are the ones who love this sort of lifestyle that I can quote unquote offer them. So let me take advantage of that. But what's sad in this conversation is that they bring babies into these lives, and these babies then have to deal with the public shame, ridicule, and humiliation because their mothers were looking for a check as opposed to a companion. Aisha Howard has 2 of Atlanta's finest, and I think she's still on the prowl to collect them like Thanos' Infinity Stones before menopause hits. This seems to be really prevalent on the court, specifically that 2-guard position, because if we cross over into Houston, this happened to Jalen Green, who was 22 years old when 39-year-old Draya Michelle came into his life and let him
$160 million contract extension.
What's even nastier in that whole situation is the fact that Draya Michelle has a child that is 22 years old, the same age as him. Now, I don't know what type of sick, nasty, freaked out story that is made on the internet or the movies or in the books, but a child bringing over a friend and the friend having sexual relations with the mom and the mom having a baby, it's the same realm and it's nasty. And now it might be hard for you to find women that are of the same caliber as you. What other way can specifically women who are this young get this much money this fast and be in these situations and places that you are in? It's a newfound phenomenon that these WNBA players are starting to get the same cachet as other celebrities or whatever the case may be. But other than that, there's not too many young successful people who will understand your situation and circumstance. The other side of
I was also thinking that. You know what I'm saying? They do, you know, you get, if say I had this roster of 5 women that don't really know this lifestyle and they just like, they moving incorrectly, that also makes sense. But you know, I feel like it's the price to pay. I ain't with the other way.
Out of that is she's just straight digging for gold. Draya Michelle has had a laundry list of dating celebrity athletes. She dated Chris Brown, she dated Deshaun Stevenson, she dated Javaris Critton. She was also on Real Husbands or Basketball Hollywood Wives of the House or something like that. And maybe you have a type, maybe you have an MO, maybe you don't like these 9-to-5 men, but at some point we have to start calling the actions that she's doing what they are. This is gold digging, this is preding, this is essentially grooming in a lot of regards, but I don't know how YouTube's gonna take that. And the timing of these situations doesn't help Draya because she gets with him right as he signs some massive extension. Literally, he came and then his payday came and there was a baby involved. And I just don't know what I would do if I came home with a 39-year-old woman as a 28-year-old man, let alone being 22 years old. My mom would literally have a fucking heart attack. Maybe it's something that happens at these AAU tournaments or these camps that these NBA players go to before they get into the pros, but it seems like there's this theme of recent NBA players who have fall trapped to these older preds that are on IG. Even though this story was so embarrassing,
Zion, yo, this was bad, bro.
Williamson was going through with Mariah Mills, how she outed him for having Mountain Dew cans in bathrooms and was blowing him up on Twitter and was going crazy on social media. Ultimately, it did not work. She didn't get the baby out of it. She didn't get the full-blown relationship out of it. Now, he did still impregnate somebody who was also a TV character on one of these shows, but at least he didn't deal with the woman that was Mariah Mills. I don't like the way that woman looks at all. I think the reason why it didn't work is because she didn't follow the rules and the guidelines that will ultimately make up the playbook that Brittany Renner put out to all of these young women that would have them be able to trap one of these young, unsuspecting, and gullible young men. And apparently Brittany has the game so locked down that primetime Deion Sanders could notice that there were these types of women out there from his playing days and had this person, this individual who got this moniker because of the actions that she did on the internet, come to campus and lay down game on these young men as to how to avoid these situations.
Once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege, like people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either use it to your advantage, maybe abuse it, or you can try to make some.
If I was a nigga trying to get to the NFL, I'd rather talk to a nigga that's in the NFL. I don't want to talk to Brittany Renner. Like, I don't want to get motivation from Brittany Renner for real. Why the fuck was this a good idea?
Something happened. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner. So naturally, if you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you.
Like, I'm supposed to
like,
relate to you?
We both have our own thing going on. Me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. Just like you boost my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I boost your stock. It's just that simple.
And parts of me does agree with Brittany Renner here. The internet went crazy when Jalen Green ended up with Draya Michelle. They was giving him the nephew you won, etc., etc. But this only props up these Instagram women or these women that don't have much to provide. Excuse my red pill talk. But these are literally women who go out there and seek these types of men to take advantage of. And they've propped them up to act as if they're on the level of these celebrities, these athletes, these actors, these rappers who at least can provide some sort of talent or entertainment or a good time for the masses to enjoy. But all they do is offer vagina and headache. Brittany Renner literally went to Jackson State's campus and laid this game down and then wrote a book, like a literal book, about how she went through her life and some of the tips and tricks of the trade. It's crazy how normalized these actions are for these women, because what's missing from this whole conversation is that they aren't attacking men their own age. I think that would be an entirely different conversation. Now, would I still say that it is because
the men their age are looking at women younger But like the niggas like in that sector of having bread, or you know what I'm saying, they might be a little bit freaked out and shit, but they're looking at younger. Like if they 30s, late 30s, 40s, they probably looking at some 20 something. You know what I'm saying? It's coming up. Not shorty that they know, like, oh yeah, she's trying to get that bag. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Behavior, of course, naturally, for sure. A lot of these people are putting on fronts in order to bring in kids into this world. So I would naturally say that there is a bigger underlying problem there. But what puts the icing on the cake, or the next knife in the back, is the fact that they are specifically targeting men or boys who are 10 years, 20 years younger than them. And the only time that these people get criticism is after the fact. But I'm here to tell you that the baby is already here. It's touchdown on earth. Nobody was saying anything when Brittany Renner was seemingly at Kentucky games. It was pushed off as, oh, well, you know, she's here to enjoy basketball, which could be true. But people need to be more weary when they see these connections being made and relationships being made further down the line. Look, I'm not here to give the normal song and dance of the red pill people, but ultimately what I see is a community that has made it okay for women to prey on young men in the situations that we're seeing in real time. And I gotta give guidance to my young men out there before I close out this video. We've made it such a normal situation that we can't even see that there's such an age gap between these men and these women that are popping up, that it's ultimately nasty as hell. These women are pushing themselves to the brink of when it is quote unquote acceptable or healthy to carry a baby, just for the fact that they can. We're saying that it's okay now that these women are pushing their literal biological bodies to the brink of what they can possibly be capable of when it comes to carrying a baby, just because it's a rapper, or just because it's a ball player, just because there's another payday. They get pregnant while they're young and then re-up when they get closer to the age where they can't conceive anymore. They're going on one last dance like MJ did back in the 90s, but this time it's with having a baby. And we're talking about one baby here, but really there's two babies in these equations, because I don't care what nobody says. Some of these 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old kids are babies. That frontal lobe isn't developed. So we're saying that it's okay for this woman to take on two babies because a paycheck is involved, and I don't know why. Propping them up so high that they've even become their own sort of celebrities that have skincare brands, luxury item brands, they're selling weave, and they are getting
factual. And I feel like Kim Kardashian, she paved the ultimate way of being somebody that really didn't do nothing. She got Skims now. I went to the Skims, got my girl some Skim shit. Beautiful store looked crazy, got her own swag, like came up, you know what I'm saying,
being paid for club appearances because it's the greatest accomplishment to lay down and spread your legs for some young, dumb, and full of cum ball player. Look, I didn't want to get too red pill, but I do have to leave a closing message for my young people out there. Both.
No, that's real. I'm gonna end it right there though. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, bruh. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge the recipes on the channel, bro. Make sure y'all pull up to my other channels. I got 6 different ones, all in the description. And yeah, lay y'all, we gone. ADD, let do it. Oh wait, lay y'all, appreciate you. We great for y'all, and we gone. ADD, we do it. Let do it.